So we're here at the Willett Park. Nevis having gone under to Montserrat a couple of days ago. Today now is Thursday the 23rd. And they're coming up against St.Maarten. Well, Nevis batting first. We are not too sure if they have maintained an unchanged lineup. Well, they couldn't because Delvin Phillip is out. But I don't know what other changes were made and who they were. But for now, Nevis is batting first. We'll get some updates and certainly keep you posted. So you see, West Indies under 19 player, Nathan. And he's bowling left arm seamers. Moves in now to bowl. He's pulling at this one, didn't really time it as he dug it in short. And they should get at least two there. Not really well timed by Webb, but certainly clearing the head of the man at mid wicket and getting 2 runs. And that ends the over. So here he comes. Dead ball is called from square leg. So Carl Tuckett called dead ball from square leg, apparently with the chatter while the bowler was running up. As it races in now to bowl. Pushes at that hard cut. Ross Powell pushed at it tentatively and he's caught. So Ross Powell comes back, really soft dismissal that tentatively forward, came off the edge. So now it's 36 for 1 and Ross Powell comes back. Well, this particular fielder, number 26, seems as if he was the one involved in that dead ball call from Carl Tuckett, and he's not very happy about it. And his coach just told him in no uncertain terms, Rich is saying that if he doesn't listen, he'd have to take him off the field. And I guess that would mean he wouldn't play in the other games upcoming. Now, Andrew Brown, as he comes solidly forward to his first delivery, will have to remember what happened in his last outing against Montserrat. Left alone a delivery, which picked out his off stump. So now he'll need to work out very early where his stumps are before leaving or playing at his choice. He would have to be very careful here, has to know where his off stump is. So Nevis 36 for 1. Ross Powell, one of their main batsmen, back in the pavilion. So here he goes now, moves in now to bowl, and this time he's leaving alone, but that's well outside the off stump. So he'll have to be able to make the right picks, the right choices. So we understand that there are 2 changes in the Nevis lineup. One of them is a forced change. Nelson Boland is in for Delvin Phillip. As he goes, races in now to bowl. He's solidly forward. Is Andrew Brown. Pushes it into the offside, can't score. So, St.Maarten team, they have a lot of chat out there in the field. Bowls. He gets the Yorker and gets down hard on it. Very uncomfortable ball that for Andrew Brown. Kept it out though. St.Maarten got a beating from St. Kitts. St. Kitts got to 453, I think it was, with 2 batsmen, Saunders and Saunders getting centuries. Akeem Saunders getting 153. And I think St.Maarten only got to 202. Pushes it into the onside. He's looking for a run. That would have been a crazy run. Trust me, that would have been a crazy run. And I think Webb called. And so, fortunately, they stayed in their creases. So here he goes now. Braces in now to bowl. Now somebody's appealing. I think he was trying to be helpful, but need to be very careful with that Webb. He was only knocking the ball to the fielder, really. But the umpire would rule if he was trying to keep it out of his stumps or not with the bat. Hitting it twice, but yeah, I think it was clear that he was only trying to help. So here he goes once more, bowling from the pavilion end. Races in now to bowl. Here he goes. Bowls. He's having a heave at that. His head was in the air. Duan Webb actually leant back and his head was in the air. He was trying to go over mid-off because there's a lot of acreage out there, but ended up to be a poor pick on that occasion. So St. Kitts beat St.Maarten. Montserrat beat Nevis. So both teams coming off losses and would want to redeem themselves in this encounter. As here he goes, number 20 is back, races in now to bowl to Webb. Here he goes, bowls to Webb, left alone on this occasion. Away movement clearly seen there. He just watched it through. Here he goes once more, races in now to bowl to Duan Webb. Bowls left alone again. Away movement, definite away movement. The keeper had to go in front of first slip to pull that one in, and left alone by Webb. So here he goes once more. Races in now to bowl to Webb. Oh, that's a pretty good delivery. Well lined. The batsman comes across his stumps and just pushes it up to mid-on. Can't score. Runs seem to be hard to come by here for Nevis for the moment. And the understanding is that St.Maarten has a couple of useful spinners as well to complement their pace bowling attack. Here he goes. Moves in once more from the pavilion end. Bowls. He's undriving but picks out the man. Oh, he threw it at the stumps. That's the same guy who had that little warning from Carl Tuckett. Still seems to be a very moody guy. Threw the ball at the stumps, but well backed up. So Andrew Brown pulling one to mid wicket for four. Flashes this one, but there's a man at point and he stops it nicely. Extravagant looking shot that. Cutting at that hard. Kept it down well too, but can't score. So it's Lanford moving in now to bowl to Brown. He's on driving but finds the man. He's very aggressive, I could tell you. Had a throw at the stumps again, but well fielded. Here he goes now, bowls. He's hitting that one pretty hard. And it goes into the boundary. He really hit that. It was a contemptuous looking shot. He really went after that hard, Andrew Brown. And gone for four. Well, after a brief water break, we continue. Well, it's going to be the man with number 20 is back, racing in now to bowl to, that looks like Webb, flicking at it, thinking about the single is Andrew Brown. I get back to that as he moves in now to bowl to Webb. That's a poor shot. He was jabbing the bat into the turf. He goes, moves in once more to bowl. Turns it into the onside, can't score. And he goes now, moves in now to bowl. Oh, that's down the leg side, goes past the keeper. That's a poor delivery. It's gone for four byes. Yeah, so he goes now, rushes in now to bowl to Webb. Bowls, and that's a good delivery. Well played. So, moving in once more to bowl to Webb. Webb is driving, a little bit of head up in the air once more. Fortunately kept it on the ground. Says Lanford moving in now to bowl to Brown in the ear, just wide of the man at third slip, and it's gone down to third man for four, not in control. So a little bit of hope there. Now they have put a man at third man. And so he's racing in once more. Lanford moves in now to bowl to Brown is flashing. That's a loose looking shot. Loose looking shot by Andrew Brown. He was flashing. He wasn't close to it. Fortunately for him. Over the top of his bat and safe for him for now. So Lanford getting a little bit of lift out of this wicket prepared by Wendell Micey Wallace and company. I think Jabal is also helping. Moves in now to bowl. He's pushing it uppishly into the onside. And they're off for a quick single. Nevis living dangerously for the moment. This time it's driven nicely by Webb. Down the hill it goes. That's a lovely shot. The outfield is a lot quicker today, but it still slows up. So they're going back for the third. No. Andre Brown turns back. Punches it into the outside. Yeah. I think he's up close. Moves in now to bowl. He's punching this one into the turf. You know, moves in now to bowl. Full toss. Turned into the onside. He moves in now to bowl. He's pulled. That's a lovely shot by Andre Brown. Gone backward of square for four. Yes. Here goes once more. Moving in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is getting a good delivery. Keeps it out well. Can't score. Races in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is getting this one inner edge into the onside. They're off for the single. I know he would have thrown that. Very hyped up is this youngster. Races in now. Bowls. Well, he's a bit undone on that occasion. I think he came off the thigh pad. Playing across the line on that occasion. Here he goes once more. Races in now to bowl. Cuts that one down towards the vacant third man position. Gone for four. Another four to Webb. Races in now to bowl. Solidly across his stumps. Well, spinning to the attack. We understand that they have some pretty good spinners. Tall left arm spin bowler. I think this guy has played for the Leewards already too. He played for the Leewards in a couple of matches. And so, tall left arm spin bowler. Has the width, the build of a fast bowler. I would have turned him into a fast bowler. Tall, big man, bowling spinners. Solidly forward is Brown. And Brown has to look at the fact that there's a man at long on. He likes to go over the top, Brown. He would be looking towards the Villa grounds, but there's a man at long on. A lot of acreage at deep mid wicket, so he'll have to know where he's going when he comes down the track. Here he goes, bowls. I think it's Durham is the name. Oh, this could be close. Well, again, a little stuttering there in the Nevis running between the creases. Here he goes. But shot and he's smashing at that is where misses the shot true to the keeper. Flatter, faster, dragging it down. And poor delivery, not hit away. So it's going to be Duan Webb. The man called Sensi settles over his bat. As Durham bowls and he's this time watching it through. Little bounce and turn. Keeper takes it well. So Durham did play for the Leeward Islands team. I don't think he's in the setup for this year. I haven't heard his name for this year. Maybe he's still in the squad, but certainly not in the 14. And pushes it into the offside. That ends the over. Quiet over. Moves in now to bowl to Brown. He's on driving and he'll get an easy single. So Webb will be taking strike from the spin bowler. First ball. Let's see if he's bowling off spinners. I want to feel his off spinners. No, wrist spin. Right arm wrist spin. So here he goes. It's Wadwa. Right arm wrist spin bowls. He's punching at that and the bowler holds his head literally as he's beaten. So right arm wrist spin is Wadwa. So Wadwa, number 7 on his back, moves in now, loops it up. He's on driving, struck on the pad, but hit well outside the leg stump. Look back at umpire Carl Tuckett in hope. You know, maybe not. Moves in now to bowl short, and he's on the back foot. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. Moves in once more to bowl short, and he's punching this one, but finds the man at extra cover, can't score. So it's gonna be Durham moving in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is standing up straight, flat and fast, making a little bit of height. Punches it into the offside, can't score. Very good player of spin bowling, I could tell you, Andre Brown. Well, very good player of any kind of bowling, really. Just that in the last game, he left that ball alone, certainly badly misjudged, and picked out his off stump. Now he's quietly forward. So encouragement from the fielders as Durham. Tall man, bowls. He's on the back foot, flicks it. I think it came off the knee of the man at forward short leg. Hit him flush on the knee. And he is thinking that I should have caught that. But you had to be superhuman to catch that. That was flying. It came off his body. And showing some disappointment. One more onto the total. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He was again head in the air. I don't know where he was aiming. No ball too. You gone? So his head was in the air there, Webb. Seems as if he's ready to fly. Wants to go big. Moves in once more. Durham bowls. He's on the back foot. Hustled into the shot. Flatter, faster. So it's going to be Durham once more. Moving in now to bowl to Webb. Webb gets one that makes some height. Stands up to his full height and just plays it easily into the offside. Here he goes once more, bowls, and he's hustled into the shot once more. A bit stuck in his crease, but the bat came down quickly and he kept it out well. That ends the over. Well, it's going to be Wadwa, the right arm wrist spinner. And he'll be bowling to Andre Brown. Looking carefully at the field, there's a mid-off. Pedaling back towards the boundary, really. So he's having a sweep at that is Andre Brown. And misses the shot. So here goes once more. Wadwa moving in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is driving. Field the bowler comes across, knocks it down. Can't score. So it's going to be Wadwa once more. Bowling right arm, leg spin, bowls. Left alone outside the off stump. Now we would have to be mindful of whether or not he's capable of bowling the googly, because the googly will be coming back at you. So an easy single acquired there. Durham thought that the man at long off was at mid off. Got a single. Here he goes now. Pushing hard at that, gets an inside edge. It goes down towards long leg. They're chasing after it, two men, and they'll get two. But he certainly was beaten on that occasion. So Wadwa asking some questions of Webb. So Carl Tuckett having a quick word with the bowler. As he moves in once more, Wadwa in now to bowl to Webb. Webb is punching this one into the offside. The man comes across. That's Nathan. And he throws it in quickly. That ends the over. So it's going to be Durham. And he'll be moving in now to bowl to Andre Yardy Brown. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. That's past him on the onside. Man is chasing after it. It's going to run pretty close to the boundary. It's gone for 4. And that's byes. So not pulled in by the wicketkeeper. And gone for 4 byes. Man at forward short leg having a conversation, it would seem, with Andre Brown. Very hyped up youngster. Right down, crouching there, waiting for something to happen. As here's Durham, moves in now to bowl. He's solidly forward, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. So the tall bowler, Durham, will move in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is swinging that one, but there's a man here, takes the catch, he's gone. He just swung into that. and picked out the one man down there, stamps his foot into the turf as he comes back. Mad as a hatter is Andre Brown. And that's the second wicket for Nevis.
Yeah, Nevis took the second wicket. Yadi was caught and the score now at 74 for 2. Nevis 74 for 2. Don't forget.
So I'd have to say that Nevis is struggling somewhat here. They've lost 2 wickets already. So it's going to be Durham to move in now to bowl to Williams. Here he goes, moves in, bowled flat, and he's turning it into the onside, thinking of the single. Slight misfield, but it would have been a close one. So the St.Maarten team doing pretty well. Turns it again, but again he finds the man. Again there's a slight bubble, but effectively stops it. So Side Williams will settle. Durham moves in now to bowl. Solidly forward. The man at forward short leg is there waiting. Grabs onto it. That ends the over. So it's going to be Wadwa. And he'll be moving in now to bowl to Webb. Webb hits it on the full and just hits it down past the stumps. And they pick up one, aiming to knock down the stumps. Backed up. So it's going to be Side Williams and strike. Actually telling Wadwa that this is his. This wicket is his. Side Williams would have other ideas. He bowls. He's solidly, quietly forward. Stretching into the shot. Plays it quietly. Settles once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's dropped at first slip. Backing away and slashing at that. Came off the top of the bat. First slip was diving across to his left, and Side Williams gets a life. Nevis really tentative here at the ETW. Left alone outside the off stump this time. So Wadwa applying some pressure here with his right arm wrist spinners, loops it up. He's driving nicely. The man comes across. He gets the return in and backed up. Here he goes once more. Short and flat and fast and played quietly there by Webb. Ends another over. So Nevis 79 for 2. Webb is on 26 as he bowls. Durham, he's swinging at that. It goes away behind the keeper. Man is chasing after it. That's Nathan. And gets a return in. Any signal from the umpire? A little bat or glove into that. Dangerous shot once more. So it's going to be Durham once more. Moving in now to bowl to Williams. Williams is pushing at it hard. Goes down to short mid-on position. Can't score. So Durham definitely asking a couple of questions here. Moves in once more to bowl. He's turned this one in the air past the man forward short leg, but you wouldn't expect him to catch those. He should more be thinking about his life because that was hit firmly by Side Williams and he's close in. He's silly. It is indeed a silly position. And you have to be really silly or very brave or a combination of both to field in those positions, really. So here goes. Durham moves in now to bowl. He's flashing at that. And thought of the single. They normally say don't run on a misfield. He recovered quickly. Here's Durham. Moves in now to bowl to Webb hustled into the shot, keeps it out. Tall, powerfully built man. Could have been a fast bowler for all you know. This time he's on the front foot, solidly forward is Webb. Playing the patient game. So it's going to be Wadwa to bowl now to Side Williams. Loops it, he takes it on the full, drives it down towards the man at mid-off who fields it. Hits the stumps direct. Impressive. But the umpire is right there, Carl Tuckett. He says not out. Good bit of fielding though. So it's going to be Wadwa once more. Moving in now to bowl solidly forward is Webb. Quietly forward. So here he goes. Moves in once more. Bowl to Webb. Dragging it down further. And solidly forward. Here he goes once more. Wadwa in to bowl. He's driving. This time opening up as if he was going to go for the big shot. Stroking it back up the strip to the bowler. Moves in once more to bowl to Webb. He's dabbing this one into the offside, backward of point. The man races across. They might even be thinking two here, and they'll get two very easily. Nice dab shot on that occasion. So Webb will settle, and Wadwa moves in now to bowl. Good delivery, solidly forward, long reach. Gets into the pitch and just keeping it out. So it's going to be Durham, and he'll be bowling from the batter to then. Moves in now to bowl to Williams. Williams is hitting this one firmly. They're off for the single, and it might have been pretty close had the fielder picked up on time. Close one that. So it's going to be Durham once more. Moves in now to bowl. Pushing hard at that. The man had forward short leg. Quick to release the ball. Hit the stumps. His back foot is grounded. So it's going to be Durham once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving this one. Finds the man at mid-off. Can't score. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Strokes it up to mid-off. He's cutting that one. It goes down to True, I should say, the vacant third man position, and gone for 4. Here goes once more. Durham into bowl to Webb. Strokes it up to mid-off. Can't score. So 92 for the loss of 2. And it's going to be Side Williams to take strike once more from Wadwa. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Loops it up. He's driving, asking for the single. It's on. And backed up. So here he goes once more. It's going to be Wadwa. Stops in his run up. And make sure that he's okay. Forward short leg takes a step in. Moves in now to bowl. He comes solidly forward. Well lined on that occasion. Wadwa certainly is not a Shane Warne. He isn't spinning the ball really big, but he has pretty decent line and length. Except for that one, it was very short. Nathan leaps into the air, but he can't pull it in. It's gone for 4. Would have needed Durham to pull that one in. Here goes once more. Wadwa moves in now to short. He's pulling this one again, and that's going towards mid-wicket. It's gone for 4. So consecutive boundaries there for Webb. Dragging it down once more was Wadwa, and he tugged it savagely to mid-wicket for 4. 101 for the loss of 2. Webb playing 2 well played shots to mid-wicket for 4s. Sometimes you get a bit carried away. Needs to Look for the good deliveries though. Here he goes. What's his response? He loops this one up. He drives it back up the strip to the bowler. Can't score. He's driving and off for the single. And they has thrown it away. Not only did he feel poorly, but he actually threw it away. And so Kyle Tuckett signals 4 and signals that it's 5 runs. Very poor bit of work that. So he settles over his bat once more. Webb, the right-hander. Side Williams is left-handed. He's punching this one back up the strip to the ball. I think at one point he was thinking of pulling it. I think the height had him a little undone in the end. Getting a bit of bounce. He's a tall man. Moves in now to bowl. This time he comes solidly forward, showing him the maker's mark. So Webb has batted well so far. He's in the 40s, pretty close to a half century too. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving that one. The man comes across, knocks it down, or maybe the ball knocked him down. But the point is they couldn't score. So he goes once more, moves in now to bowl. He's driving back up the strip to the bowler, who fields well. So Webb settles over his bat once more. Durham bowls. That one made some height. It was quicker too. He stabbed it out into the offside, hustled into the shot. So Webb has had some very good scores in the local league, in pretty good form. Very good batsman, I could tell you. This time he's stroking it back up the strip to the bowler. So Durham keeping things a bit quiet for the moment after those 2 boundaries in the last over. Moves in now to bowl. He's on driving, asking for the single. It goes down towards long on, and they get another run. Well, a new bowler into the attack. Harris is the name. Left arm leg spinners. So Harris, and moving once more to bowl to Webb. Drags it down. He punches it into the offside. Finds the gap. It's traveling pretty close to the boundary. This could be his half century. And he slides. That's 4. That's a good half century, I think. Let's see if he's called to raise his bat. There's no applause from the pavilion. So no raising of the bat. So apparently he's not yet into his half century. Must be very close though. Settles over his bat once more. So Harris moves in now to bowl. He's driving back up the strip to the bowler. Can't score. Here he goes once more. Harris from the pavilion end moves in now to bowl. Shot. He's tugging this one. The man comes across and knocks it down. Really didn't place it well on that occasion, but it was a rank long hop as he tried to bowl a faster ball. So getting some encouragement from his teammates, Harris, as he prepares once more to bowl to Webb. There he goes, but again jangling it down. He punches it again, he finds the gap. That looks like 4, and this has to be his half century now. So that's his half century. Another boundary. Raises his bat. And the way he raises his bat is as if to say, well, I'm not done yet. Didn't make any big hoopla over it, and Webb just waved his bat in acknowledgement, and he proceeds to bat again. So Wadwa was taken out of the attack after 2 consecutive boundaries from Webb. Harris was brought in to replace him. He has been struck for boundaries as well, 2 in this over. Will he be taken out of the attack? We'll have to wait and see. Moves in now to bowl to Webb. This time that's a better delivery. Turns it into the onside. They may even be thinking 2 here, but Nathan is quick. Shouts of one from spectators. And only a single. Well, it's going to be Durham once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving. Back up the strip to the bowler. So Webb settles once more. He's on driving nicely down towards the man at long on. And we'll get an easy single. So Side Williams has been a mere spectator for a little bit. He gets back into strike. So here goes once more. Durham bowls. Comes solidly forward. Thought of the single. May have gotten it, but being careful on that occasion. So he goes once more. Durham bowls. He's solidly, quietly forward. There's Williams. So Williams settles once more. As Durham moves in now to bowl on the back foot, squeezes it into the onside, can't score. Again, they should have thought of the single. Very late response by the batsman. Here goes once more. Durham bowls. This time he's hustled into the shot. Quick delivery that. Kept out. Ends the over. So he goes once more. Ball shot and he's punching it into the offside. Finds the gap. Down towards the man at long off. He bubbles with it. Single is on. So here goes once more. Moves in now flat and he's punching this one. But he finds the man at extra cover. Can't score. So it's going to be Harris once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's slapping this one, but again, a lot of extravagance in the shot. Bend of the knee, but the placement lacking on that occasion from Williams. And we have a bit of an interruption. Plastic bag. Somebody has sent a plastic bag out there, collected by Carl Tuckett. Will be demonstrating that he is against littering. As Harris moves in now to bowl. Flat and back on the back foot he goes. Keeps it out. So Harris, number 72 on his back. Moves in now, bowls, and this time he's turning it into the onside. The man dives across, pulls it in. That's Durham, the big man, going down. Almost 7 feet down. And pulls it in. That ends the over. So Side Williams in strike. It's going to be Durham. Solidly, quietly forward. Well, it's going to be Harris in now to bowl. Full toss. He doesn't do as much with it as I think he would have liked to. The ball is flying up inside the boundary, but it goes across it now. But it was a rank full toss. He didn't really time it. Maybe I was trying to hit it on top of the stand at the far end, but got enough bat on it. It's gone for 4. So the change to Harris has proven to be a tad expensive. He hasn't really settled, not been allowed to settle either. He's cut away. That's another 4, I believe. It's going to run down the hill. It might slow up, though. The outfield is a little heavy. It's almost there, but I don't think it's quite there. And so it's not a boundary, definitely. So 3 more to the total. So it's going to be Williams in strike now to the left armor. Moves in now to bowl. Flat turned into the onside. The man is racing in off the deep mid-wicket boundary, and they'll only get a single. So 1 more to Williams. So I think we'll probably take in 1 more over after this. The Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School will be hosting their sports meet today. And so it would be nice to get a bit of that action as well. So we'll take 1 more over after this as he moves in now. He is sweeping one well outside of his legs. Misses the shot. I think he's been encouraged to loop a couple and see what Webb does. He's a little bit flat as he moves in now. Flat again. He's cutting this one. Finds the man at point. Can't score. That ends the over. So it will be Durham who will be bowling to Side Williams. So here's Durham from the Bath Hotel end, bowls. He reaches a long way out for that. Side Williams, stodgy in defense, keeps it out. Durham once more, the tall, powerfully built leg spinner, left arm leg spinner. Again, pretty well lined, again solidly played by Williams. Durham once more. Moves in now flatter. He's on the back foot, squeezes it out, kept a bit low, but he was down with it, keeping his eyes on it well, keeps it out, Williams. So being very careful here after he was dropped that slip. He has not really been too extravagant after that. Solidly forward once more, bend of the knee, keeps it out. So I think Durham maybe just lacking in variety, needs to probably flight a few. Man is stretching at you like that, keeping them out comfortably. Doesn't flight, flat again. Turn nicely into the onside. Good wrist work there by Williams. And they're thinking of 2, but the man is quick off the boundary. Gets a return in, 1 more to the total. So I want to believe that there's 1 more over remaining in this over. And so after that, we'll head towards the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School Sports. I guess they should be getting ready for the march past just about now, heading down to 12:30. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's cutting at that one. He finds the gap. Nathan has a chase. And they'll take 2 very easily. They're thinking of 3 now. They'll take 2. So 2 more to the total. That ends the over. That's where we're going to leave you from the E.T. Willett Park. Well, we're here at the E.T. Willett Park. It's day 2 of the encounter. Nevis versus St.Maarten. Onaje Amri is the bowler. And we understand that St.Maarten responding to 316 for 9 declared by Nevis. Well, they are 100 and about 4 or so for the loss of 4. Quietly forward. So, Onaje Amri, a tall, lanky off spinner, moves in now to bowl. Good delivery, swinging at that one. He has hit it well. And into the vacant mid-wicket area, well over. Gone for 6. So the big man had a swing. It was looped up to him, and he just swung right across the line and hit it. As a matter of fact, it has gone way up on the hill, and the ball has been lost just for a moment there. But that's 6. Carmichael replacing ball and short. Poor delivery. Punch to the offside. That's a lovely shot by Nathan Edwards. And that's a willful ball. It has stopped right inside the boundary. And so they'll get free. But that deserves 4. Well played. Here's Carmichael. Better delivery. That one shaved the off stump. He left it alone. You'll have to say, well left. But I think somebody's telling him from the pavilion that was too close. I think he realizes it too. He walks away. So a little perturbed. He'll settle now. Carmichael moves in between the umpire and the stumps. Bowls. He's driving back up the strip to the bowler who stops it well. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving again. That was looped up. And he has the strength to hit it way over the top. And I think he's thinking about it seriously. Carmichael trying to tease him into error here. Moves in once more, loops it again. He's driving through the man at extra cover. That's Andrew Brown. So Nathan Edwards, the all-rounder, West Indies under 19 all-rounder, settles over his bat, flat, and he's pulling that one away. That's, well, there's a man deep, but well pulled on that occasion, playing very well indeed. That ends the over. So Onaje Amri will know Edwards very well. He and Carlon Tuckett, they would have been on the same teams, Leeward Islands teams, West Indies teams. Carlon Tuckett running commentary out there, trying to get in the head of Nathan Edwards. He leaves that one alone. Bounce and turn on that occasion. Tuckett had to leap in the air to pull it in. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Flatter, turned into the onside. Thinking of the single, but it's not on. So it's going to be Amri once more. Moving in now to bowl to Edwards. Loops it. He comes solidly, quietly forward. Can't score. So here goes Amri. Moves in now to bowl to Edwards. Again, he's looping it. This time he just drives it easily into the offside. Can't score. Amri moves in now to bowl to Edwards. Flatter, faster, but he's right in line. Plays it quietly into the offside. Can't score. That ends the over. Carmichael moves in now to, my goodness, again he's leaving alone. I guess he knows where his off stump is, but looks pretty dangerous for the moment. So here he goes once more. You get the impression though he's going to heave at some point. Not heaving on that occasion. That one spinning away. Some more adjustments in the field have placed a short extra cover catch on Archibald. Has put Ross Powell right in front of the man. Tosses that one up, full almost, dropping well away from the batsman, leaves it alone. Here goes once more, Carmichael. Trying to tease the batsman into error. But you get the impression that he's thinking about the big shot. Plays it quietly into the offside, can't score. So here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Again left alone. So he really has his off stump marked out here. Here goes Carmichael. Moving in now to bowl flatter. And that was a good delivery. Dead on stumps. He come quietly forward. Well, Onaje Amri resumes his battle with Nathan Edwards. The St.Maarten, Leeward Islands under 19 and West Indies under 19 all-rounder. Moves in now to bowl. He's solidly, quietly forward. Here goes once more. Loops it. Left alone outside the off stump. A little turn, a little bounce on that. So here goes once more. Onaje moving in now to bowl. That time came off something. Side Williams is a natural athlete. And they're thinking of the second. And they have decided against it. Bye signaled. So Colin Boyan Tuckett continuing his running commentary. Just trying to get in the head of the batsman. So here goes once more. Down the leg side. Colin Tuckett doesn't hold on to it. Amri moves in once more. Turning, missing the shot, but he was playing across the line. But there wasn't really a concerted appeal. I thought he could have been worth a bigger shot than that. There he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Struck on the pad, but again spinning away down the leg side. Well, Carmichael will move in now to bowl to Edwards. He's quietly back onto his stumps and the ball rushing back into his pads after impact with the bat. For a moment heading towards the stumps, got the pad in the way. Here goes once more, Carmichael bowls. He's tugging that one away. He has played well, Edwards. Gets a single. When the right-hander comes into the strike, you see a couple of guys going back. One on the deep mid-wicket boundary, one at long on, sorry. So here goes once more. Carmichael moves in now to bowls. Left alone outside the off stump. Definitely knew where his off stump was on that occasion. The right pad was shadowing the off stump. Well, Onaje Amri it is, who will continue from the Bat Hotel end. And he'll be bowling to the dapper figure of Nathan Edwards. Settles over his bat now. Amri moves in now to bowl. Full toss down the leg side. And that might be given as bias as well. Because it won't be wides. So that's bias. And so it's making the figures of Colin Tuckett look pretty bad. You'll just see buys. You wouldn't know that it was a delivery ball way down the leg side. So it will be Amri once more. And he'll be moving in now to bowl to Edwards. Bowls. He's driving very smoothly. Well stopped there by Webb. Cutting this one away. Well played once more. And certainly has batted pretty well so far, Edwards. So here goes. It's going to be Onaje Amri. Ball's too short, and he's pulling that one away, but it's going to drop well short of the man at mid-wicket. Webb didn't really put any real power into that, and gets a single. So going to be Amri once more, moving in now to bowl. That's a good delivery, easily played into the offside, can't score. So here goes once more. Amri bowls, dropping just in front. I think it was just in front of Ross Powell. It was diving, but I think it dropped right in front of him. And so, good delivery that from Amri. So it's going to be Carmichael from the pavilion end, moving in now to bowl. And that one is beaten there and wasn't collected. Wasn't collected that time by Carlon Tuckett. So here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. That's Fuller. Wide of the off stump. Left alone by the batsman. He also seems to be picking the right ones to play at and the right ones to leave alone. Well, up to this point. But you get the impression something is going to give. Flatter, he's punching it into the offside and well stopped there by Brown. Here goes once more. Bowls. That's a good delivery. Comes forward defensive. A little bit dubious that time. Flatter. He's punching it. Well stopped by Ross Powell. Good bit of fielding that. Here he goes once more. Carmichael moving in now to bowl. He's on the back foot once more. Looked dangerous on that occasion, but kept it out. Back up the strip to the bowler. Here's Amri. Loops this one up. And that one popped into the offside, off the glove. He's looking at the glove. He wasn't in control. Again, a little turn. So, Amri moves in once more to bowl to Edwards. Loops it again. This time he's quietly forward. Turns it into the onside. Can't score. Here he goes once more. Loops it up. Turns it into the onside. Can't score. Amri moves in now to bowl. That time I saw a little twist of the arm. I think it bowled a leg break or tried to twirl it back. Punched it into the offside. Here goes once more. Amri. Well wide of the off stump. Bounce and turn again. Collected by Bowen Stockett. So here goes once more. Amri bowls, loops it. He's solidly in line. Ross Powell comes across. And that ends the over. So Carmichael from the pavilion end will move in now to bowl. He's driving, and nobody stopped it. I think Brown was looking at Carmichael. Carmichael was looking at Brown, and they'll now have an eternal debate about that. Got a single in the end. So Carmichael moves in now to bowl off the pad. This is a very slow reaction there. I thought that could have been a run out. Tiger Brown was pretty slow in getting the return in. So Carmichael now will bowl. Seems as if he was anxious to get on strike. He's punching this one. Ross Powell knocks it down. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Good delivery. That he just got the bat down in time, but he certainly wasn't in control. So something will happen, has to happen. You feel it coming. Almost driving it back to the bowler, but in the air. Dropped in front of the bowler. Good work there by Kian Pemberton. And gets a strong return in. So comes forward of the inner edge down towards Tiger Brown. Can't score. Well, it's going to be Onaje Amri moving in now to bowl. He's coming quietly forward, but I don't think he'll be doing that for too much longer. Looks like the type of guy who is ready to launch. He has already launched one on top of the hill, and I think he wants to go again. Solidly, quietly forward. So here goes Amri in now. Ball short, too short. Well taken by Carlon Tuckett. Full toss. Driven nicely down towards long on. Nelson Boland is in attendance down there. Only a single. Quietly, solidly forward once more is Edwards. Here goes Carmichael Bowles. He's driving nicely down towards the man at long off. Single. He moves in now to bowl. Carmichael short and he's standing up straight, just playing it easily into the offside. Can't score. There he goes once more. Bowls quietly forward. Goes now, Bowles. He's down the track and overhit it really. Almost as if it was a premeditated shot. There he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl to Edwards. Gets a flatter, faster delivery. Stands up straight. Plays it quietly in the onside. Can't score. Amri prepares to bowl. That's off target again. Goes past the keeper again. It's going to go for 4 byes. So the figures of Kyle and Tuckett not looking good. Quietly forward. In the air for a long while there. Goes down to long on for a single. So it's going to be Amri. And he'll be bowling to Nathan Edwards. Plays it quietly into the offside. Can't score. Amri once more. Moves in now to bowl to Edwards. Left alone. Amri in now to bowl to Edwards. That one bounce and turn. He was cutting at it. Well taken by Tuckett. I think Tiger Brown is going to get his first ball. Remember, he's on debut. And big moment for the youngster. So here he goes. He bowls off breaks. He's tugging this one into the onside. Well stopped by Ross Powell. Here's Brown once more. Started with a long hop, really. We want to get it up more than that. Better delivery. Batting to pad. He was appealing, but there was a loud snick from all the way here. Here goes once more. Tiger Brown moves in now to bowl. Good delivery. Quietly forward. So Brown, except for that rank long hop for starters, he has looked pretty good. He's on driving this time, finds the gap. It goes down towards long on, and we'll get an easy single. So the defender Edwards will settle once more. Moves in now to bowl. Cutting loosely at that, beaten outside the off stump. There goes once more. Tiger Brown. Too full. Captain Archibald has taken the catch. Tiger Brown has taken his first wicket. It was a full toss. And Nathan Edwards, his eyes opened up. And he's going to be escorted off by his friend, Onaji Amri. So it was a full toss, and it seemed to have been in the air forever. But Ketron Archibald watched it carefully, circled, and plucked it in. So Nevis has gotten another wicket. Nathan Edwards comes back. He knows it was a full toss. He could have virtually hit it anywhere. And picked out the man at long on. So quietly forward. Normally, when one goes from a big partnership, the next one follows shortly after. Bounce and turn, but poorly lined on that occasion. So here goes once more. And now Jeremy loops it. He's going big, high, hard, and handsome. That's a lovely heave. And it's gone for 4. So he just went into that and hit it hard over mid-off. There's no long off in place. Couple of bounces gone for 4. So it's going to be Amory once more. Moving in now to bowl. He's on driving nicely, keeping it along the ground on this occasion. He has batted well too. Gets a single. Amory moves in now to bowl. On the back foot, seemed a little flat-footed. Foot movement a bit lacking, but he kept it out well. So here goes Amory once more. Moves in now to bowl. Oh, just stepping away from Andre Brown there. Forward short leg. And that ends another over. Tiger Brown will move in once more. Here he goes. Bowls. He's on the back foot and pushes it into the onside. Can't score. Here goes Brown. Moves in once more to bowl. Flat and turned into the onside down towards the man at long on. Easy single. Flat delivery that. Well, a bit of movements in the field, adjustments to the field. As Tiger Brown will be bowling to the new batsman. Trying not to get him to settle. He's swinging into that. And so he already showing big intentions down towards the man deep at mid-wicket. He gets a single. Tiger Brown moves in now to bowl flat, and he's getting the bat down late on that. But we get a single nonetheless. So here he goes, moving in now to bowl to the new batsman. Bowls it on the back foot. He's quietly pushing it into the outside. Here he goes once more. Tiger Brown it is. Moves in once more to bowl to batsman. He's solidly, quietly forward. Sean Peters leaves that one alone. Dangerous leave again. So that's Sean Peters in strike. He's on 24. And Honore is a new batsman in. He's on 1. So Peters has batted long and hard for his team as he moves in now, lopes it. He's taking it, making it into a Yorker length delivery, driving it down to long off, and we'll get an easy single. So it's going to be Amory moving in now to bowl flat and turn nicely into the onside. And the man races off the square leg boundary, and they'll get an easy single. So 1 more to the total. Here's Amory, the tall, lanky off spinner, flat, and he's turning it again into the onside. This time straight to the man at backward of square, can't score. Amory loops it, again turns it, and they're thinking of the single. Can't score. Honorary will settle now. Tiger Brown will move in now to bowl. Comes forward, gets an inner edge down to backward up square, can't score. So I understand that Brown would have bowled before. This is just another spell. He bowls, he comes solidly, quietly forward. So here goes Brown from the pavilion end, moves in now to bowl to Honoré. He bowls, full of pitch delivery, drives it down towards Archibald, the captain, can't score. So here goes once more. Brown ball, full toss, he's driving hard, but Archibald is in the way. No placement on that occasion. Here goes once more. Bowls quietly forward, back up the strip to the bowler. So here goes once more. Brown moves in now to bowl flat and turned away fine. But there's a man here chasing after it that looks like Nelson Boland. They're going to get two very easily. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. Opening batsman Ross Powell is into the attack. He's throwing it up, driven back to him. Well, stop. So, Ross Powell it is. In the role of a bowler, full toss. He's smashing this one. Drops just in front of the man at long on. Who is that? Nelson Boland. Really should have been a catch. Really should have been a catch there. Dropped in front of him. Full toss again. This time he carves it away into the offside, and it's obvious that Ross Powell is just trying to buy a wicket here. So it's going to be Powell once more. Moves in now again. He's sweeping that one nicely. That's going to travel. That's going to go into the boundary for 4. So it's going to be Powell once more. That's a better delivery. Comes quietly forward. Peters settles. Turns it into the onside. The man deep in Tiger Brown comes in. 1 more to the total. So it's going to be Tiger Brown. Moving in now to bowl to Peters. He is on driving down towards the man at long on. And that's another easy single. Here goes once more. Tiger Brown from the pavilion end moves in now to bowl to Honoré. He's punching this one up towards the man at a wideish mid-off position, Colin Archibald. Here goes once more. Brown moves in now to bowl. He's punching it again. Well fielded this time by Duan Webb. Here goes once more. Brown moves in now. He's driving down towards that wide mid-off position. Can't score. Punches it again. Misfielded badly there by Webb. And they'll get an easy single. Cleanup work done by Colin Archibald. Thank you. Very first ball after lunch, the batsman hit it straight to side Williams and he floated. Ross Powell still bowling. And I think really they're just trying to get Ross to buy a wicket or two. And he almost got one bought there. Here he goes again, almost a full toss. He's diving across his Ross Powell, preventing the single getting there ahead of Anaji Amri. Had to get his boots out of the way. That was the long and the short of it. The tall man and the little man almost colliding. Here he goes. Again, he loops it up, and this time he hits it back up the strip to the bowler. So the trap was set, and it flew, but didn't catch anything. Pats it into the offside, and they're off for the single. So it's going to be Ross Powell once more, and he'll be bowling to Sean Peters. Here goes Ross Powell, moves in now to bowl. He down the track, he heaves it. That's well hit by Peters. Down the track and just heave ho into Cow Corners area. Gone for 4. It would appear as if Kesron Archibald is off the field. So Carlon Tuckett is the man in charge. So it's going to be Tiger Brown to continue. And on for the captain is Jamie Cornelius. Here goes Brown, moves in now to bowl flat. He's turning it into the onside. There's Ross Powell sliding. Misfields stopped by Side Williams. So it's going to be Tiger Brown once more. Here he goes, moving in now to bowl to Honore. He's punching it into the offside, finds the gap. The man Webb is chasing after it. They might be thinking too. He looks back, realizes they're not. Settle for a single very early. So it's going to be Brown to move in once more. This time to bowl to Peters. Here he goes, bowls to Peters. Peters is coming solidly on the front foot, pushes it up on the onside, can't score. So it's going to be Tiger. Moving in once more to bowl to Peters. There's Peters turning it into the onside. Off for the single, misfielded there by Boland. So he has opted to go around the wicket now and will be bowling to Honore. There he goes, bowls to Honore flat, and he just eases back and pushes it up on the offside, can't score. Brown once more, coming around the wicket. Moves in now to bowl to Honore. He's sweeping, that's a lovely shot. That's gone backward up square. That might go all the way for 4. So off target and well swept away by Honore. It's going to be Ross Powell to continue. Quietly back and across. And what did they say again about one man and his dog? Well, they went to more meadow. Easy pickings here as he just turns it into the onside. One more into the total. You get the impression that Nevis is just hoping for something to happen at this point. Loops it up again. He's driving. into the offside. They should get at least one. Settle for one easily, very early. Peters in strike. Comes solidly, quietly forward. Seems to be struggling when he goes forwards, when he stretches. Seems to be carrying an injury of sorts. Down the track he comes and flicks it down towards long on. Picks up an easy single. There goes Powell. Turns it into the onside, thinking of the single. Tiger is hustling across. And Peter's not interested. That ends the over. Well, the new ball has been taken, so indicated by Carl Tuckett. And it's going to be Nelson Boland, who has already picked up 3 wickets, so he'll be using the brand new Jerry. So, new ball taken. It's going to be Nelson Boland, and he'll be bowling to Peters. So, here goes. Races in now to bowl to Peters. Going short side the off stump, left alone. So, Nelson Boland will bowl once more to Peters. The aim, the objective of taking the new ball would be to shake up the batsmen a bit. They just look a little too comfortable. So here goes. Bowls to Peters. Gets a good delivery, well lined, quietly forward. So it's going to be Boland getting some encouragement from his teammates as his team's in now from the pavilion end. Moves in now to bowl to that one. He's leaving alone and bouncing over the stumps. You'll have to say well left by Peters. Boland, a little bit of an overcast. Nice cool breeze right now as he moves in out to bowl. Again, right in line. He's playing solidly up on the outside. Can't score. There's Boland steaming in now to bowl. Up in the block hole, dripping nicely. Ross Powell chases after it. They're thinking 2, and they'll get 2 very easily in the end. There's Boland. Moves in once more to bowl to. Oh, that one dropping just maybe in front of second slip. He was diving across and didn't come up with it. Probably dropped just in front of him. That looks like Onaje Amri, a tall man. It's going to be Archibald. Turn nicely into the onside. Well stopped by Webb. Can't score. What's up, Adelvin? So it's going to be Archibald. Races in now to bowl. He's solidly across his stumps and keeps it out well. So, Honore settling in now nicely. There he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving it back up the strip to the water. goes now. Archibald ball. Oh, that one searing across his chest. Got the bat out of the way though. Here goes Archibald once more. Steams in now to bowl to Honoré. Goes for the Yorker. Striving hard for the Yorker. Well driven up to mid-off. Can't score. Here's Boland. Moving in now to bowl. Back on the cross. Solidly played. Can't score. So here goes once more. Raises in now. One sec. Moves in now to bowl to Honoré. He's gone for 4. Over the head of the fielder. Right. Must be pretty close to his half century now. Peters. And he's hitting it down towards the man at backward of point. Stops it. Well, almost like a 4th slip, really. So Boland races in once more. Here he goes. Bowls. Again, he's driving. This time loosely. Feet planted. There goes once more. Boland races in now to bowl to Peters. This time he leaves it alone. So it's going to be Boland. Races in once more. Turns it into the onside. They're off and running. Single easily acquired in the end. Guess when Archibald resumes from the bat hotel end bowls. Oh, that one jumped just away from the stumps. He didn't have a clue what was going on. Really wasn't sure about that one. Archibald moves in once more. This time he goes under it. Here he goes. That's the steamer. That one came through at a good hustle there. Races in now to bowl. This time he's a lot more settled. Gets right behind it. So here goes Archibald. Moves in now to bowl. Flash and a miss. Well taken there by the keeper. Here goes once more. Archibald steams in now to bowl. This time he's more comfortable. Tall man he is. Pushes it into the offside. That ends the over. So it's going to be Boland. He has picked up 3 wickets so far. Moves in now to bowl to Honoré. Full toss, driven away. And it goes backward of point. It's going to race pretty close to the boundary. The man will put it in. And they'll settle for 2. So it's going to be Boland. Races in now from the pavilion end. Bowls to Honoré. Looks a bit awkward in playing that one. Here goes once more. Boland moves in now to bowl. He's dropped. Boland put his hand to it. Just going to hold on. Moves in once more. Boland into bowl to Honoré. Driving, beaten outside the off stump. So here goes once more. Boland moving away, left alone. Here's Boland. Races in now to bowl to Honoré. And he has been struck in the box. So he's down for the count, and you heard the cup of the cup. So he's definitely in pain. Well, you really heard the loud sound of the ball hitting the protection cup, and he went down immediately for the count. Still looks a little wobbly out there. Seems as if he's coming off, so he's going to retire hurt. So after being out there for quite a while, seems as if he's limping off, or is he going to continue batting? There's a little bit of a pause here. He's going to continue batting apparently. Brave lad. So quite some time wasted there. But the good news for St.Maarten is that he will continue to bat. So it's going to be Archibald. Steams in from the bat to end. And he pushes it into the onside, can't score. Here he goes. Braces in now to bowl. Left alone. Archibald moves in now to bowl. He's a bit stuck in the crease, but he keeps it out. Effort delivery, and plays it quietly back up the strip to the bowler. Here goes Archibald, races in now to bowl. He's banking that one into the offside. Can't penetrate the field, can't score. Archibald bowl. This time pops up into the offside. In there for a little bit, nobody home. Well, it's going to be Nelson Boland from the pavilion end. A bit of a cool right now, which is really good news. As he moves in now to bowl. That one kept a bit low, but he watched it carefully, played it into the offside, can't score. So here he goes once more. Boland races in now to bowl to Honore. Goes for the Yorker, almost hit it back up to the bowler in the air. No harm done. So it's Boland once more. Races in now to bowl to Honore. Again, he's going for the Yorker. Again, he plays it comfortably back up the strip to the bowler. Here he goes. Races in once more to bowl. He's hitting it in the air, but there's nobody there. It's a long run here for Kian Pemberton. The ball is going to stop inside the boundary, and they're going to get two very easily. So Boland steams in once more. He's getting a bouncer. Swings at it down the leg side. Taken well by Garland Tuckett. So here goes once more. It's going to be Colin Archibald. He's smashing this one into the onside. Definitely stood up and hit that hard. And that's his half century, I believe. That's his half century. What a way to bring it up. Tugged it to the onside for 4. So moves in once more to bowl. Oh, pace bowlers don't like to be handled like that. He goes on to this one. Archibald is down the track. actually charging the bowler. And Archibald dug it deep. He went short and he went over his head a long way. Here's Archibald. Races in now to bowl to Saunders. And Saunders pulls it savagely for 4. So once again, jumping short there was Keswan Archibald, and Peters pulled it away for 4. Changing the bowling. Kian Pemberton into the attack. Steers it and goes past the man at point, and it goes towards the boundary. They may not think of 3 because they're running very slowly indeed. So only 2. It goes once more. Undriven. The man at square leg bubbles with it. That's Ross Powell, but stops it effectively in the end. Here he goes. Bowls now to Honore. He's flashing loosely outside the off stump. So Kian Pemberton races in once more to bowl to Honore. Left alone this time. So here he goes once more. Pemberton races in now to bowl to Honore. That's a full toss. And turned away in the onside. Must have gotten out of his hand on that occasion. And it went straight to the man at back of the point. Gone for 4. Archibald moves in once more. Solidly forward. Archibald steams in once more. He's a bit more uncomfortable, but at least he's up to his full height and keeps it down well. So Archibald, frustrating times for the Nevis team. Moves in now to bowl to, he's turning it nicely. The man is here in attendance. Bowling almost went through. Beaten outside the off stump is Honore. There's a slight indication something has to give as he moves in once more to bowl. This time he looks solid. Plays it nicely into the offside. Gets an easy run. So after a water break, probably the final water break for the day, the match resumes with Kian Pemberton to bowl to Honore. This partnership has been really frustrating for the Nevis team. So, Kian Pemberton races in now to bowl off target. And Carlton Tuckett has to fling himself away to his left to hold it in. He goes. Ken Pemberton bowls. Good delivery. That was a good delivery. Lined up right on the middle stump, but he got his bat around it. He goes once more. Pemberton steams in now to bowl. Goes for the Yorker. Well kept out. Pemberton. Ken moves in once more to bowl to Honore. He's driving very comfortably. Webb comes across and pulls it in. Pemberton moves in now to bowl. That's close. He's gone. Yorker length delivery came across his stumps and hit him right in front. Honore, after a very extended stay at the crease, is gone. LBW.
Delivery right in the stump. And the umpire says, yes, you have to go. So, St.Maarten losing wicket number 7. And the score is 202 for the last out. 7. 202 for 7.
Well, it's the tall man Durham who is into bat now. Over in St. Kitts, there's runs galore. We get back to that. St. Kitts playing Anguilla. So he moves in now to bowl. Left alone. Well left. Well away from the stumps. So over in St. Kitts made 248 against Anguilla. And young Ordain got another 100, his second consecutive 100, opening the batting for St. Kitts. In response, Anguilla, well, Munson Hodge is 103 not out. What's up? You know, Hodge make 100. So Munson Hodge was 103 not out, and Jamar Hamilton was 46 not out. So it looks as if that partnership frustrating St. Kitts down there. Well, here it's the man. Oh, he's smashing that one, and he comes across and he goes through side Williams. They get an easy single. He cut off some of the pace off that, but must have damaged his hand in the process. Seems as if he's looking closely at his hand there. So Najee Amri will be bowling to Durham. So the man who has batted exceptionally well here for St.Maarten. Well, we'll get back to that as Najee Amri tosses it up quietly forward is Durham. The name kind of beating me right now, but he has batted pretty well, the non-striker. See, he goes, moves in now to bowl to Durham. Good delivery. He's appealing there. He's Carlon Tuckett. Umpire is not impressed. So Durham settles. The umpire sent him on his way. Onaje Amri. And Durham looks a little bit peeved as he walks away. The big man. I don't know if he's indicating he got an in edge on that, but he certainly looks in front from this distance. Walks back despondently. Nevis celebrates. 8 wickets gone.
LBW. So St.Maarten losing wicket number 8. And the score still remains 204.
Nevis team suddenly a lot more lively now. Ross Powell seems to be having a quiet word with the batsman as he takes his guard. So 8 wickets gone. Settles over his bat now. So it's going to be Amri. Moving in now to bowl. He's going big. And straight. And 4. So first ball up. He just heave ho straight down the ground for 4. Right away a change. They've brought Tiger in and put Carmichael out. He's quicker across the ground. So let's see if he would flight again. I think he should. He's driving. Oh, when it goes through, Keston Archibald recovers quickly. Only a single. It's going to be Ken Pemberton to bowl to the new batsman. And he got it out right in the block hole, but somehow with aggressive intent he got the bat down and hit it into the square leg area. Races in once more, Pemberton. He's swinging into that. That's a lovely swing of the bat. He's certainly not going to back down. He's going to hit out. Gone for 4. So here goes once more. Steams in now to bowl. Over the head of Boland. Thinking of the second. A little bit of a mix-up here. And he's home. So here goes once more. Carmichael. Well taken by Tuckett. The batsman has a swing. Seems disappointed that he missed out on that one. But I think he's realizing, well, the last man is in with me. Maybe I should have some fun. And we have already seen that he's a strong man. He has hit 2 on the hill already. It's not easy to hit them up on the hill. Here he goes. Oh, that's a poor delivery. Well stopped by Tuckett. Must admit, even though they have been biased to his name, he would have had a difficult time keeping some of the deliveries from the bowlers. Here's Mike. He's swinging into that. Catch taken. That's the end of the innings. And so finally goes, and the St.Maarten innings ends. And that's the way we're going to leave you from the Willett Park. He goes once more. Races in now to bowl. This time he pulls out of a slow ball, looking for the drive, and realized it wasn't there. Pulled out of the shot. So Pemberton once more. Races in now to bowl. He's swinging into that. The umpire was watching closely, but he's home. Well, those quick runs are certainly affecting him. Apparently he has a groin injury, struggling somewhat. Single. So it's going to be Onaji Amri moving in now to bowl. Comes quietly, solidly forward. He goes once more, loops it up. He's sweeping at that. Goes down. Does Tiger Brown. Gets a return in. He goes now. He's swinging into that. That's gone. That's a huge hit. Certainly has a powerful arm. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving. That's hit hard. Well stopped. Moves in now to bowl. This time he dug it short, but it's pulled nicely. Well fielded too. That square leg can't score, but that was handled well. Here goes once more. Bowling moves in now to bowl. He's swinging into that and dropping just short of Side Williams. They get a single. Bowling once more. Moves in now to bowl. Wide of the mark. Well stopped. Well taken by Boland. Bowen Stuckett. Here's Boland. Whistle now to bowl to batsman. Solidly in line. Looks as if Nelson Boland has pulled up some kind of cramp. Well, Jaden Carmichael back into the attack. Swings into that right away. Tiger Brown is chasing, and that's using the word loosely. Running to retrieve. Gone for 4. Runs continue to come for St.Maarten. I think this will be our final over for the day. I'll have to make our exit. As he goes, Carmichael loops it. This time he's quietly forward. I wonder if the batsman is okay. He don't normally play defensive shots. Here he is going forward. So he settles once more. I think the fielders are as much as surprised as I was that he was coming quietly forward. Here he goes. I think this is a big swing now. He sweeps. Brilliantly stopped this time by Tiger. So it's going to be Carmichael moving in now to bowl. He's swinging into that. Is somebody getting on there? Takes the catch. So he finally goes. Big heave. And Ken Pemberton ran in and took a good catch. So that's wicket number 9. So 9 wickets down, so I guess I can hold on for a few more. Carmichael moves into bowl to the new batsman. Here he goes. Oh, goes past the keeper. So Tuckett has been a little untidy today. Previous match, I don't think there were any byes at all. But in this game, well, the ball is a bit off target. But in this game, so far, I think he would have gone maybe into the teens now in terms of byes. Moves in once more to bowl, loops it. He's driving awkwardly at that. Well, it's going to be Tiger Brown back into the attack. He has picked up 1 wicket so far. Off target, sweep and a miss. Here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Slams it hard into the offside. Down to Webb. He's a single. So it's going to be Tiger Brown, the debutant. Moving in once more to bowl to the new batsman. Off target, well taken this time by Tuckett. Bowlers have been pretty badly lined on occasions. So here he goes, getting some encouragement here, Tiger Brown. Moves in once more. Flash and a miss outside the off stump. Well taken this time by Tuckett. Here's Brown moving in once more to bowl. Beaten again outside the off stump. That bat seems to have in a hole. There's a hole in the bucket there, Liza. And you just get the impression as if something is going to give soon. As Tiger Brown moves in now to bowl. Again, well taken by Carl Tuckett and appealing. Nothing happening with his dad. It's the end of the over.